Imagine planning the happiest day of your life, your wedding. You're marrying the love of your life, the one person who makes you feel safe, adored, and truly seen. But lurking in the shadows of your perfect day? A woman with a not-so-subtle crush on your fiancé, who thought she could steal the spotlight by wearing white. What she didn't know was that I had the perfect plan to remind her exactly whose day this was. If you've ever savored the sweet taste of petty revenge, hit that subscribe button right now. Like this video and stick around, because today's story is proof that sometimes justice is chocolate-flavored. Let's dive in. I'll admit it. I'm not usually the type to get petty. I'd like to think I'm bigger than all of that. But when someone crosses a line, especially on my wedding day, well, let's just say my inner petty queen doesn't mind showing up in full force. So let me set the stage. I'm in my early 30s, about to marry the love of my life. My fiancé is this amazing guy, kind, brilliant, handsome, the type of man who doesn't even realize half the world is staring at him. And honestly, that's part of what makes him so wonderful. He's loyal, grounded, and, let's be real, adorably oblivious. We both work from home, and since moving across the country a few years ago, we haven't built a huge social circle. So his co-workers? They're pretty much his closest group of friends right now, and within that group is one particular woman. Let's call her Daisy. She's in her late 30s, and let me tell you, Daisy has one very obvious problem. She's got the biggest crush on my fiancé. Now don't get me wrong, I get it. My fiancé is the whole package. Smart, successful, tall, funny, and honestly too good-looking for his own good. But Daisy, she doesn't just admire him. She acts like a teenager with a school crush every time he's around. Twirling her hair, giggling at everything he says, touching his arm, even putting her hand on his knee once. You get the picture. When I pointed it out to him, he looked at me like I had just told him the sky was green. He genuinely hadn't noticed. Then, with the most disgusted face, he said, "Gross. I'll make sure to sit away from her from now on." That's my man. Loyal to the core. And just to get ahead of the Reddit detectives, no, he's not cheating, not even close. We're together all day, every day. I've got full access to his phone, his accounts, everything. He's not the type to entertain other women, follow random girls on Instagram, or flirt around. This man literally bakes me cookies when I'm sad and brushes my hair at night. A saint. But Daisy? She wasn't letting up. And the closer we got to our wedding, the bolder she seemed to get. Now here's where it gets good. Our wedding was going to be small, about 35 people. We had a few guests with gluten intolerance, including Daisy, so we made special arrangements. Regular cake for everyone else, and gluten-free cupcakes from this boutique bakery for those who needed them. Not just any bakery either. This place was the best. Like, even my friend with severe celiac disease said it was the only place she trusted. The bakery only had 2 gluten-free flavors, chocolate and caramel. So we asked each gluten-free guest which one they'd like. Every single person said chocolate, except Daisy. Of course. She doesn't like chocolate and asked for caramel. Fine. Whatever. That same week, though, I got a message that changed everything. Turns out Daisy was planning to wear white to my wedding. Yes, you heard that right. White. And if that wasn't enough, she was planning to bring a +1 friend who would wear beige. Now, I don't know if you've ever planned a wedding, but the #1 unspoken rule is this. Unless you're the bride, you do not show up in white. Period. The audacity of this woman to not only crush on my fiancé in front of me, but then plan to wear white on the day I marry him, that was next level. When I told my fiancé, he was furious. And he's not the type to get mad easily. He immediately texted Daisy and said, "If you show up wearing white, beige, cream, ivory, bone, light gray, or any other shade that looks like white, you're not getting in." She tried to argue, saying, "It's just a white blouse, I'll wear peach pants." But he shut her down. No white, no exceptions. Wear flip-flops if you want, just not white. She pouted, of course, saying her friend was sad because she only looked good in light beige. Cry me a river. My fiancé even considered uninviting her, but I told him to let it go. No need to stir drama with his work friends. We'd just have the security guard turn her away if she tried anything funny. And if she somehow slipped through? Well, my friends already promised to dump red wine all over her outfit. Problem solved. So, with that settled, I went back to placing the cupcake order. Chocolate for everyone, and caramel for Daisy. Except, oops. Somewhere between the drama and my frustration, I just happened to forget to order that one caramel cupcake. Instead, 35 chocolate cupcakes. No caramel. Now, on the surface, that may sound small. But here's the thing. Daisy doesn't just dislike chocolate. She refuses to eat it. I even double-checked her allergy list from our earlier party. No medical reason at all. She just doesn't like it. So when the big day rolled around, everything was perfect. My fiancé looked incredible, our families were glowing with happiness, and the ceremony was pure magic. But when it came time for dessert, oh, Daisy's face said it all. Everyone was enjoying their cake and cupcakes, laughing, celebrating, savoring every bite. And there she was, sitting with an untouched plate in front of her. She had two choices: choke down a chocolate cupcake she couldn't stand, or sit there watching everyone else enjoy dessert. It was deliciously satisfying. Did she know I had done it on purpose? Maybe. Maybe not. But honestly, it didn't matter. Because in that moment, I felt this wave of calm wash over me. She could twirl her hair, giggle like a teenager, and pout all she wanted. But at my wedding, she wasn't going to get what she wanted. Not the attention, not the spotlight, not even her cupcake flavor. And the best part? She brought it all on herself. As I watched her push that chocolate cupcake around her plate, trying to hide her disappointment, I couldn't help but smile. My guests were laughing, my husband was glowing, and my heart was full. Daisy? She was left with nothing but her petty little crush and a bitter taste of defeat. Sometimes revenge doesn't need to be loud, messy, or cruel. Sometimes it's as simple as forgetting to order one caramel cupcake. At the end of the day, weddings are about love, commitment, and joy. But if someone tries to overshadow your moment, a little harmless, chocolate-flavored revenge might just be the sweetest justice of all. So, what do you think? Was this petty or perfectly deserved? Have you ever witnessed someone try to pull focus at a wedding? Drop your stories in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who loves a good dose of karma. Until next time, remember, sometimes the sweetest victories are covered in chocolate.